So 6 months ago, I began this YouTube channel, and 5 months ago, I began to travel the world alone. This was my first time leaving Europe. But here we are, back in England, only for 1 week before I head out to my next destination, which I will reveal to you very, very soon. So there are quite a lot of changes that have taken place since my last video. For starters, we are back in England. I'm in my house, there's a sofa. We are back in England and it is absolutely crazy. It feels so strange. Another visible change worth noting is the hair. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. I feel like a different person. I feel so different. If you see my last video or you've been following me, my hair was just ridiculously long. It was long, it was good, and I might go back to that hair in the future, but we've got ourselves a nice short haircut. Pretty good haircut as well, actually. Pretty happy with what we've got. Nice and short on the sides, nice and short on the top as well. And if you watched some of my earlier videos before I sort of went traveling, or really at the beginning, you know, during Vietnam and Thailand, you'll note that my hair was sort of this length as well. Kind of around then, and even before I started traveling. And finally, so happy to share, if you can't already tell, we have got the microphone back on. I'm so happy, and I'm going to be taking that microphone with me to my next destination, so hopefully it's going to sound a lot better. If you didn't pick up on it, all through India, I didn't have a microphone and it was very, very noisy. Now, India is already very, very noisy, but not having a microphone meant that the noise picked up so much more. So it's really good to have a microphone on me and to have good audio coming out in some of my videos. So fingers crossed I don't break the microphone again, and the next sort of videos will hopefully be better quality. So let's start working through some of the food that I have missed so much while being away. Our first plate, I guess, that I want to share. This is British cuisine summed up. Biscuits on a plate. This is actually very common in England, probably elsewhere as well. We've got lots of biscuits here that I eat a lot. I used to eat a lot. Yeah, I thought let's just top up on the things that I've missed, and then we're going to go away and miss them again some more. But we've got some really nice things here. Again, very common in England. You have family round, you have friends around, just eat some biscuits. So yeah, pretty much I'm just gonna eat some biscuits because these look so good, and it's been a long time since I've eaten anything like these. So let me talk you through what we've got. So our first plate looking absolutely amazing. We've got Belgian buns right there, Millionaire's shortbreads, fig roll biscuits, I think it is, and one of my favorites, Jammy Dodgers. And I'm not gonna eat all of these, I don't think. I've got a lot of food, as you saw right at the beginning. I'm gonna try and eat what I can, but this video isn't to eat everything. This is just a moment I wanna capture on this channel, which is eating food that I've wanted to eat for a very long time. So yeah, let's dig in. Here we are with a Millionaire's shortbread. Very excited to try one of these. It's been a while. Let's just take a bite. That is it. That is the shit. That is what I've been waiting to have. Chocolate layer on the top, caramel, I think, in the middle, and then sort of a shortbread base on the bottom. Again, this is from a supermarket, not the best Millionaire's shortbread you'll ever eat, but does the job, and it's tasty, so tasty. This is, again, popular in England. Nothing like sitting down in a cafe and just eating a biscuit with a coffee. And again, that probably happens everywhere, but definitely something that I have missed having. Next up, we have got fig rolls. These are pretty good. I remember having these as a child, so naturally it's just something I've wanted to have. Coming back home, could have had anything, could have had, you know, digestives or some other biscuits, but I've missed these. I saw these in the shops when I was back home, and I thought, let's eat some of those. So here we go. I'm not sure. It's not hit the spot. I think I got some cheap ones. I probably should have got some better ones, to be honest. Not that good, actually. More biscuits. I'm a big fan of biscuits, if you can't already tell. Let's dig in. Try some Jammy Dodgers. I think everyone knows what a Jammy Dodger is, but just in case you don't, biscuit with jam in the middle. It's a Jammy Dodger. Right, this is gonna be good. I know this is because I always eat these and I always enjoy them. Although the filling is raspberry, and I think it's normally strawberry, but same thing, right? That's good. That was good. Oh my God, that is really good. Jeez, best one yet. I probably should have called this video Road to Diabetes, because half the stuff I'm trying today is sugar and chocolate, so it's not really good, but it's a one-off video. And I ate pretty healthy. Actually, no I didn't. No I didn't. I'm not even gonna talk myself out of it. I need to stop eating badly. I really do. But for this moment and for this video, let's just enjoy it. The next up is the Belgium bun. Now, I've had one of these already since being back, I will be honest, because it comes in a 2-pack. But I just wanted to share this anyway because I love a Belgian bun. It is just, it's just brilliant. They are just amazing to be honest. So there is the Belgian bun. I'm excited, I'm very excited. I'm glad that's good because the first one I had wasn't good. I was craving a lot of chocolate and sweet treats traveling. There's a lot of walking involved, so something like this would have been perfect, but again, not very easy to come across a Belgian bun out in Asia. So naturally my treat a lot was the local food, the local sweets, the local snacks. But I've grown up with these, so naturally, you know, my first choice would be something like this. I love these, so I had to get some of these before I left the country again. So this is where the diabetes really starts to kick in, because we've got so much dairy milk. Dairy milk, again, very popular in England, very popular everywhere, but something that I have missed so much. Now, I don't know if this is actually popular around the world. I feel like it might be a very big UK thing. It is definitely something that was big growing up as a child. I always remember these. And that, of course, is a Freddo the Frog. Now, these were everyone's childhood dream. The best way to measure inflation in the UK is the price of a Freddo Frog. I think that's now become invalid because the Freddo Frog has went up to like 80p or something for literally just this. Like there's nothing really there. It's now dropped back down to like 20p or something, which is what it was like 25 years ago or whatever it was. It was really cheap, and then it just kept going up in price. Now they've brought it back down, so I've got to find a new way to measure inflation. But I love these. I'm convinced these taste differently to normal dairy milk. There is no flavour in a Freddo the Frog. It is literally just chocolate, but because there's a frog on the front, I think psychologically I'm telling myself it tastes nicer than dairy milk. So I had to get 2 of them because why not? You know, we'll save one for later probably. I can't eat all of this now. I'm literally gonna die if I do. But yeah, let's eat a Freddo the Frog. I'm so excited. Literally, this was my childhood dream. So let's eat a frog, a chocolate frog. Here we are, chocolate frog. Ho ho ho, that's good. That is good. Just how I remember it. Cadbury's, amazing. Bruh, this sugar rush is about to go crazy. Next up on the list, we have cream eggs. Now, I got 1 chocolate, not 1 milk chocolate, and 1 white chocolate, which I've never actually had, I don't think. Maybe I had it once last year, but this is more of like an Easter thing. So it's currently February, not really Easter, but I don't know about everywhere else in the world, but shops in England love to kind of get things ready in supermarkets months before the actual event. It's pretty strange. So we have cream eggs 2 months early because I'm probably gonna miss Easter. I'm gonna be traveling somewhere else, so. And I don't know if they're gonna have cream eggs, so yeah, let's try some cream eggs. Again, I'm only gonna have 1 because the amount of calories in here will probably send me into cardiac arrest. I'll probably die, but let's open them and show you what they look like anyway. I'm gonna have the white chocolate, and I'll have this one later. Again, I don't think 2 cream eggs in 1 sitting is a good idea, so I suck at wrapping as well. I mean, look at that, it's just terrible. That'll be for later. Let's bite into one of these. I'm excited. I've not had a white one for a long time. Hey ho, let's go. So inside a cream egg, well, on the outside is your chocolate, and it's quite thick chocolate actually. And on the inside is, I didn't even know what it's made of. It's like sugar, like some sort of sugary icing made to look like an egg. So you've got the sort of the orange yolk and the white, as you would with a normal egg. But this is chocolate and it's a sweet. And it's pretty nice, but again, one of these is enough. I would literally be happy after this, but for the video, I've still got a few more things to eat. And for some reason, I've decided to do all the chocolate in one go. That is really not a good idea. I'm starting to struggle with all this chocolate. That cream egg was hard to eat. The milk chocolate is definitely less rich, like it's not as rich, it's not as sugary as the white chocolate one. I think that's why they don't sell the white chocolate eggs that often, because you only need one and then you have to take a year off. Our next chocolate, which unfortunately I dropped in the kitchen, is Dairy Milk Marvelous Creations. This is basically chocolate candy, jelly popping candy it's called, inside chocolate, which sounds strange. It's like, think of it as Smarties and just like sweets, like chewy sweets inside chocolate. Really, really good. One of my favorite chocolates actually that they do. One of these is 242 calories, so I don't even want to know what I've consumed so far, but yeah, so it's a little treat, I suppose. So here we are with Dairy Milk Marvelous Creations. Let me open it up and see. It's not a bad example actually. So you've got your chocolate, and then inside there is basically just like Smarties and sweets, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty good chocolate. I only got a small bar, again, because we had a lot to get through. But I haven't had this for a long time, so I'm actually quite excited for this. I hope it tastes as good as I remember it. Ten out of 10. 10 out of 10. Our next chocolate, Dairy Milk Caramel. Absolutely amazing, very simple, does the job, absolutely amazing. I did leave this in the fridge, so I'm not sure it's gonna be as good as it should be, but we'll give it a taste and see what it's like. Best way to tell is the pull. Yeah, that's not very good. Probably needs longer out of the fridge, but we haven't got that long and I want to eat this. Not bad actually. Breaks instantly in your mouth. Next we have Kinder Chocolate. This is a really nice chocolate that a lot of kids have. I was gonna get Kinder Bueno, which is 10 times better than Kinder Chocolate, but unfortunately I couldn't find any when I was shopping. So we've just stuck with Kinder Chocolate, but this will do the job. I'm very happy with this. Let's give it a taste. Very simple, bit of white chocolate sort of paste in the middle of this chocolate. Very different. Again, not Cadbury's, so we're stepping away from Cadbury's now, but this is still amazing. So soft, you can't even hear it. Very excited to have some cheese. It's been a long time. I've had little bits of cheese here and there around different countries in Asia, but to have block cheese, to cut this up and to have slices of thick cheese, it's amazing. I'm so excited to have that. It does feel weird to not be walking everywhere. I mean, towards the end of traveling, I was doing like 30,000 steps a day, and now we are doing hardly any. So it's been a big change. I'm definitely resting. My feet are recovering because I did a lot of walking. My feet, you know, it did take a toll on my feet. They were being used all the time, carrying bags, and it's nice to just not have the literal physical weight on your shoulders. Having little space as well, it definitely does make a difference. Being back home, being in a place that you know, being with people you know, not having a list of things to do, that was definitely out of the ordinary for me. So it's really good to be back home and resting. To have the comfort of being in your own home around the things that you know and the people you know is a massive change from being in a place that was new to me. I didn't know anyone and didn't know how things worked, was trying food that I wasn't sure I'd even like. So it feels really good to kind of have that change, just for a little bit, to be able to be somewhere where I know what food I'm having, I know it's going to be good, and I know I'm not going to get food poisoning, which is something I can't complain about. From all of the countries I went to, all of the countries, I only got some form of poisoning once, and that was barley, unfortunately. I did get barley belly, which I've heard most people get, but every other place I went to, every other country, I didn't get food poisoning. And I was worried about the street markets. I thought I was going to end up with some sort of food poisoning, but I didn't. And I ate a lot of street food. I interacted with a lot of locals, and I'm so happy that, I wasn't held back. Now we are becoming proper British with this lunch that I'm making. Beans on toast. Unfortunately, the toast was too big for the toaster, so that little bit sticking out is bread. I'm gonna have to flip it over, and actually probably needs to come up. It's looking pretty good, but yeah, need to do the bottom of it, make sure it's all kind of done properly. So we'll keep that in there, cook that a bit more, stir in some beans, gonna heat up some beans, and then I'm, as I said earlier, craving cheese. We've got some cheese and some grated cheese that will go on our beans. Fairly average toast here. I'm gone pretty heavy and I've had a full tin of beans. Again, Heinz baked beans, not sponsored, but these are the best beans you can get. And all we do, very simple, can't really mess this up to be honest, maybe besides burning the toast or burning the beans if you don't stir it enough. You just simply layer your beans on your toast. It's as simple as that. And finally, the grated cheese. This doesn't normally go with beans. I've just done this because I absolutely love cheese, so I'm gonna have some cheese on the side as well. You just simply grab your grated cheese and you just sprinkle it over the top. And the beans are so hot that this should melt the cheese. And we'll have a pretty tasty lunch. Now, the unfortunate thing about arriving back in England at this time of the year is that it is pretty miserable. It's pretty dull. You'll see the sky, grey. This is what England can be like. So to everyone who wants to move here, just know that you don't get sun very often. So it has rained every day in 2026 so far in England. Every single day. Thankfully I've not been here for most of them, but it rained today, and I don't think it's going to slow down. I mean, just look at the sky. Now, I've had these shoes for 4 years and they're still very white because I look after them. I clean them after every walk, and I will clean them after today, but you'll see, unfortunately, I'm not used to the way England is. It's been a while since I've been here. I stupidly wore my nice Air Force Ones, and there's mud on both of them. There's mud also on my jeans. So I'm gonna have to clean those off, but pretty frustrating about that. This is one part of England that I have not missed. Meant to be a nice meadow. The water level is actually pretty high for what it usually is. A lot of rain, as I've mentioned. I am actually excited to be back in England, to be wearing like the fleeces that I haven't needed to wear for 5 months. Again, I'm so used to this weather. This is the weather that I literally live in. Just dull clouds and nice jumpers when it's winter, and when it's summer, hopefully shorts and t-shirt. But again, summer is very short here. Anyway, that is what I wanted to show you. I also want to show you the safety aspect of England. Now, I've been in Asia for 5 months and experiencing the way they do things, having to cross the road, having to drive on the road, being on the road, catching public transport. It's all really chaotic. It's all really busy. Here, it is busy, but it's less chaotic. There's a lot more structure in England. That is a big difference I have noticed, and I always knew that was going to be a big difference, but actually seeing it after 5 months is crazy. Let me show you how I cross the road normally. Now it's 3:47 in the afternoon. Busy roads, and I didn't see a single crossing like this in Asia. So let me show you how I cross right here. So we've got buttons on the machines. Push the button and wait for the signal. You see the traffic lights go red, and this should turn green. Okay, it's not, but it's red for me to go basically. That one didn't work. We'll try it on this one. God damn it. Yeah, there we go. It went green. Why did it take so long to go green? Flippin' heck. And that is how I cross the road in my local area in England. Slightly different to a lot of the ways that I have been crossing the road in Asia. Slowly starting to get things ready and packed for our next destination. As you can see, a lot of things that we've already seen, my big rucksack and my smaller rucksacks are returning. I don't know if I'm going to take all three. Definitely this one. I think I'm going to try and pack a bit lighter than I did for the last trip. We've got lots of things in here: sun cream, shaving cream, shower gels, cables as well. Got to charge some cables, take some good cables, because I flew through cables in Asia. I kept breaking cables, so I've got a few in there. I'm going to test them, make sure they're good ones, and bring those along hopefully as well. But yeah, slowly starting to get things ready. Again, not going to reveal too much about where we're going. I think I'll do that in the next video, or the first video at our destination. So keep watching. Maybe have a guess in the comments as well, if you want to guess where it is, or tell me where I should plan in the future. I may consider your location in another video. But for now, we are slowly getting ready. Big shout out if you recognise this hat. I got this in a very recent video, and ignore the little splodge there. I shaved just now and cut myself. I thought I'd shine some light on some of the magnets that I got from each destination. So let me zoom in and we'll take a closer look at each one. So we've got one for Thailand. Again, I tried to get the capital for each place, but you'll see there's a few exceptions. So we've got Bangkok for Thailand, Hanoi for Vietnam. I went for the Angkor Wat for Cambodia. Now I could have got a Phnom Penh one, I suppose, but I just love the Angkor Wat. I think it's absolutely extraordinary. Cambodia is amazing, so yeah, I decided to go for this one instead. Now we went for a Bali one for Indonesia. I could have got a Jakarta one, but I didn't actually go to the capital, and Indonesia is massive, so I think a second trip is definitely required, and I will probably pick up the Jakarta one next time. But for now, we spent a lot of time in Bali, so I got a Bali one. And then for India, I couldn't avoid a Taj Mahal magnet. I had to get this one. I didn't go to Delhi, and I did go to Mumbai, and I found this one in Mumbai, so glad we picked this one up. Very happy with this magnet. And as you'll see, there's a very kind of common design in a lot of these. I always look for the sort of handcrafted ceramic sort of looking magnet for each of these. You know, I look for the same sort of magnet, and there's always one in each place. So yeah, managed to get one for each country that we went to just now. That concludes another video. I really hope you enjoyed seeing me settle back into England, and I really hope you're excited for our next destination. Leave a thought in the comments below if you want to guess and see where we may be heading to, maybe the first country or maybe the first continent. I am very excited for this journey, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing if you haven't already. Really helps the channel out, and consider leaving your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more news and updates from me, I have an Instagram which I will leave in the description as well. Please consider heading over there. I produce some more content, a lot of shorter content, but if you're interested, definitely consider checking that out. That's all from me. I'll see you in another video very soon.